Hey, Trevor with Road Bike City. I'd like to show you guys a little bit about the 6ku Fixie, what I thought about it, what I think could use some improvement, and some little bits of advice you might consider taking before you invest in this bike. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the great responsiveness to turning this bike has. The head tube is a little bit steeper than normal bikes, which is made for a racing bike, and it makes it so that when you lean, the wheel really turns when you lean. It's really fun to just take a corner really fast and lean into it. The wheel kind of goes with you, and you don't have to actually turn the handlebars so much. You can just lean into it a lot and go. It makes for racing around really fun, and it also makes it so you don't have to slow down before corners so much. You can hit a corner using a lot more speed, and it makes for a great time either racing around or fitness riding or just commuting to work and back or to school and back, and it's really great. One of the best aspects of this bike are the wheels. It comes with 700C road wheels for fast riding, and it also comes standard with 28C tires, which are the thicker tire model made for more of a hybrid approach to commuting riding and road bike riding. 28C tires absorb a lot more impact, and they also make it so that you can go up and off curbs if need be with a lot less of a chance to blow out your tire. Okay, one of my favorite parts of this bike are the handlebars. The riser bars it comes with makes biking really easy and fun. It's really simple to move the bike around and to pick it up and put it down. Riser bars are pretty standard in the industry, but they really do make this bike really, really fun and easy to use. One thing I'd like to point out for new users, and if you maybe it's your first time you've ridden a Fixie or you've ridden Fixies before, but they've always had both front and rear brakes, is that this bike, the 6ku, only comes with a front brake standard. So front brake is pretty much what you mostly need to stop, but if you live in a very hilly city and you may need to use your brake for a long time in order to come to a complete stop or just to avoid going really fast, you should probably consider getting a back brake put on after you buy this bike. It's a really good idea, like I said, especially for hilly cities or places where you get a lot of rain. You don't want to risk getting injured just to save weight, especially if you're just commuting around or something on it. So just be forewarned, it comes with a front brake, but that's all it comes with, so you might want to get it back. Okay, one other thing I really liked about this bike are the platform pedals. The platform pedals are really nice because they're nice and wide, and they give lots of room to get on and off the bike simply and easily, and they also don't have any sharp metal edges or anything like that. They're plastic, so if you're riding fixed gear and it happens to brush against your leg, it's not going to scrape you or cut you open. So yeah, the platform pedals are pretty standard on newer bikes and nicer bikes, but on this one they come standard and makes for a really good riding experience. The grips on this bike are really nice. They're outrigger grips, so they are very comfortable to ride with, and they don't slide off or anything like that. They're high quality, and they last for a long time, and they really make riding easy and fun. The saddle on the 6ku bike is a semi-comfortable racing style saddle, so it doesn't have a whole lot of cushion on it, but that's okay because if you're buying this bike, you're more likely than not used to riding a road style bike that doesn't have a huge cushy saddle on it like maybe beach cruisers do or mountain bikes might do. But if you are getting it for commuting and you will be riding it a long distance, you might consider getting a more comfortable saddle. Upgrading to more of a plush velo style saddle would be a good idea. I did want to mention that this is a fixie and a single speed. The back wheel comes with a what's called a flip-flop hub, which means it has a fixed cog on one side and a freewheel cog on the other side. And it comes standard from the factory in the box with the single speed freewheel cog set up in place. But if you like to change that and you like to ride fixed gear, you just have to take the back wheel off, turn it around, put it back on, and you can ride fixed gear. Okay, and I'd like to talk about the flip-flop hub that's on there. It's made by Quando, and it's a open bearing style hub. The original model, the 6ku, came with a sealed bearing hub, but the sealed bearing hubs turned out to have more defects in them than these nice Quando ones do. The Quando flip-flop hub is a baseline, standard entry-level hub, and it's not the highest quality. However, it will put up 2 years of abuse as long as you don't get a bunch of dirt and grime in there. If you're going to be riding around in a lot of mud or a lot of dirt, you might consider cleaning it out on a monthly basis or weekly basis, depending on how much you ride around in dirt and mud. Especially if you live in a rainy city like Seattle or Portland or San Francisco, you might consider taking it to a bike shop for maintenance monthly, just to make sure that the bearings don't seize up. However, there is a warranty, so in case there's a manufacturer defect with the bearings, then with the hub, then you can definitely get your bike repaired under warranty as long as you get it from an authorized dealer like RoadBikeCity.com. This bike has a really great ratio on the single speed for riding fast. It's even though it's just one speed, it's still really fun to get up to speed. I've maxed this bike out around 28 miles per hour, and that's riding fixed gear, so I can't really move my legs a whole lot faster than 30 miles an hour, so 28 is pretty much the fastest I really feel safe going with. And if I'm going down a hill and I'm riding fixed gear, usually I take my feet off the pedals and just let momentum take me to the bottom of the hill, and rest my feet on the frame. But yeah, the single gear is really fun, and it's a great ratio. It's not that bad going up hills, and I really highly recommend fixed gear bikes or single speed bikes for great fitness riding. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the high-10 steel frame. High-10 steel is not the best steel available, but it is very strong and comparably light in the industry. So you might consider, if you have ridden bikes a lot more and you know what kind of steels are better, you might be thinking about stepping up to the chromoly steel bikes, but that is a little more expensive, and however, it is stronger. So it's a little bit of a switch off, a little bit of a trade-off. This bike starts from $199 at RoadBikeCity.com. We do have chromoly model bikes available, but they are $250 and up. So it's if you're on a budget, high-10 steel is great for you. It's perfect, and this is one of the funnest bikes to ride as a commuter, and it's available at a low price. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Go check out the 6ku Fixie at RoadBikeCity.com and leave us your comments and feedback. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you out in the streets.